Hello and welcome to another video from Stark's Warehouse. Now it's come to Halloween, and I know most of you guys will be making Halloween costumes. I'm also going to be making a Halloween costume as well, but this year I'm going to be wearing prosthetics. Now I figured I'd make a series of videos that'll show you how I'm going to make my prosthetics on a budget. Now I didn't want to go out and buy prosthetics because they can be very expensive, so I figured I'd show you how I'm going to make them, starting with moulding the chin. Now, like I said, this is going to be on a budget, so I have some just water-based clay from Dollarama, and this is what I'm going to be using to actually make the mold of my chin. So obviously the first thing you want to do is take the clay out of the packet, and what I'm just going to do is place it straight onto my chin. Now this was my first attempt at this, and it didn't quite turn out the way that I planned it. So as you can see here, I'm just taking pieces and laying them onto my face in little blocks. Now that didn't quite work. I found out that the best way to do is do it all as one big piece, so you didn't have little pieces joined together. So as you can see, I'm taking bit by bit and laying it up. Well, so I found the best way to do it was to just make it all into one big ball and push it down on the floor. Obviously I'm using a plastic bag so I don't damage any of the flooring. But just spread it all down. It's basically like you're making pastry, and just spread it all apart, just like you can see here. Now I did leave this for about an hour and a half, 2 hours or so. Can't remember the exact timing, but the water-based clay was very, very watery, so when I would put it up to my chin it was just flopping and not staying in shape. So once it dried out a little, it did stay in shape more. Now that it's dried out, I did take it again and put it all as one big piece up to my chin and push it basically as hard as possible into all my bone structure and things, basically just to get the basic shape of your chin. As you can see, it goes all the way underneath my chin as well, down to the start of the neck, up above my mouth, just so that I can get a good area to make the cast that I can sculpt on later on. Now here I am, just speeding up the drying process using a hairdryer. Now you want to keep it moving just to make sure that you don't crack any of the clay by drying it out too fast. And also while doing that, make sure it's on a low heat. As you can see, just taking your time, moving the hairdryer around to dry the clay out. Now I said about keeping it on a low heat. I'm showing you how low the heat is right here. I can actually hold the hairdryer straight up to my arm and leave it there for quite a while, and it doesn't hurt, so that's how low heat you want it, and basically the lowest setting you can get. Now that it's dried out a little bit, as you can see here, it's not dried fully out, as I can scrape my nail into it and still carve a little into it, but I'm going to leave it overnight to completely dry and cure anyway. So as long as it's holds its shape, that's all that matters. And as you can see here, I'm just offering it up to my chin just to test out how it fits. Obviously it doesn't have to be perfect because we're only getting a rough shape of the chin so that we can sculpt onto it. So it doesn't matter if it's not perfect as long as it's roughly the shape of the chin. And that's about all that I have for this video today. I will be making more videos on the casting of the chin and sculpting and things like that, so stay tuned and I'll be putting more videos up soon.